So I was reminiscing this morning and thinking and reflecting on this incredible global event that we had recently, the Breaking Free event, where we talked about and broke down this concept of sovereignty and of energy in this time and how important that is in this time. And I had reached out and hugged a friend this morning. And then after a few minutes of this unconditional exchange, I realized, right, quarantine and space and social distancing. And we're all essentially in the same house anyway, because we're so close. But I had that realization. And so I went home and I prepared myself for the day and to serve all of you and to serve my community. And I was drying my hair and I started to connect with Christ, with this energy of Christ. And I was thinking about, especially on this weekend that is coming and that we're in, and thinking about this energy. And I thought, well, it's all about vibration. I started to think about how, there are stories and text and biblical, accounting of Christ touching and helping and being present with and connecting with and hugging the sick and hugging the weak. And I don't say this because I suggest that we don't abide by protecting our social distancing or any of these things. So that's not the point of what this message is. So I want to be clear about that. But I started to think about it and realize that there was something to the vibration, and I laughed and I leaned towards my wife and I said, I just laughed and heard Christ giggle, right? And in the connection the way that I have at this concept, I said, well, he was sort of a madman. And then in that, hearing that in my own mind and laughing and connecting with this unconditional love energy, I realized that in that madness, right, that space, that example, that madness of that energy really was this God love, this unconditional love frequency, this high vibration that was higher than the illness, that was higher than the things that it could, that he could connect to that were negative, and that created this example of almost superhumanness. And so I don't, again, say this because I think we can all go and should go and just ignore our limitations. This is an example of the importance of that vibration. And I felt that embodiment. I felt the embodiment of the example of what we are able to do with our vibration, and how we have to have the focus be our vibration and where it is. And right now we talk a lot about the waves of fear that are coming in and out of our world, and how fear has this polarity, this oppositeness to love, and how it pulls down this vibration into a space where it can connect with so much more danger, so much more impact than that space of love. And it was such a beautiful moment where I impulsively just hugged this morning, because it was from that space of unconditional love. And that experience allowed me to channel this connection this morning in such an important era that we're in, as this beautiful example that Christ embodied in this pure trust and God love and frequency. And the confirmation of this on the heels of this 4/4 global event that we did, speaking about sovereignty and about vibration, was a very important affirmation for me. And I wanted to share it with you guys as an affirmation, a confirmation for your own journey as well. And from that, Nicole and I were guided prior to that event to channel what we call the Sovereignty Protocol, which was this audio, this intensive audio that we created to daily activate and reinstate this energy of your connection to this vibration, and the understanding of owning and embodying the energy around you, that sovereignty around you. And so I really appreciated that. And I say to you, to use this in your mind's eye of what can I be doing? Not to be perfect, not to be Christ-like, not to be illogical, not to put myself out there and not abide by social distancing, not that, but to come into that love frequency, to understand the importance of that high vibration, to understand the living and breathing example that we saw that has been passed down to us and is relevant again in this moment, again in this time. And so I wanted to share this message with you guys and also let you know that if you needed that tool, right, if you didn't join our incredible Breaking Free event, I'll put the link in the description. If you don't have the Sovereignty Protocol, I will put the link in the description. So we have downloaded and channeled tools for this. And I really, really want to state how important I believe that those tools are. And I also want to share this so that you can meditate with this concept and see how it can reflect within you, even just minute to minute, even just for a minute in your day. And so I love you guys, and I wish you a most beautiful and blessed moment in time, and we will see you soon. Bye.